Yo, YouTube, what's up, guys? It is the Flamehead97 here. I'm here for a mini album review, and I'm gonna be reviewing Avril Lavigne's 2011 album, Goodbye Lullaby. This is her fourth studio album released in the year 2011. I've been wanting to review this for a long time, but since I'm not an actual YouTuber anymore and only upload shorts and have live streams, I'll just upload this as a mini album review and of course as a short. So let's go and begin with this, y'all. So this album is her fourth studio album, as I said, released in 2011. It's mainly a pop album, like more of a departure from her pop punk and pop rock material that you would hear on her first three albums, but this was still a very good album. Yeah, 14 tracks on this album. Really good album. I think it's definitely her most underrated album as well. A lot of ballads, but these are definitely songs that have a lot of emotion and have different meaning. Some of them are about like breakups or something that happened in like a relationship and missing people, wishing they were around and stuff like that, including the song Wish You Were Here, which is pretty much about wishing someone was there with you, and I think that's a very great message and great song. One of my favorites on the album. Another good song on the album was I Love You. I think that's another really good song on the album, and one of her most underrated songs. It was one of the non-singles, but definitely a favorite for me. Push was another good non-single on here. Of course, the song Remember When. Remember When's probably my favorite ballad on the album, but overall the album is still good, and like I said, I think this is a very underrated album, and definitely Avril Lavigne's most underrated album, if you ask me. Definitely a great album, though. Some people would probably criticize this album because it's not her original sound, but it's not a bad album at all if you just actually listen to the album in full. Because like I'm saying, even though it's a departure from the pop punk and pop rock stuff, it's definitely a great and underrated album, her most underrated album. I think this album deserves more attention. Definitely one of her best though, and I would definitely have it in my top 4 albums from Avril Lavigne. So, Goodbye Lullaby, great album, one of my favorites. I love this album, that's why I always listen to it whenever I listen to her albums. So I'm going to give this album a 9.5 out of 10. Peace.